My name's Kylie Corbett. I'm 45. I live in Aluka. It's a small little suburb, coastal, north Perth. My husband is Peter. Lucas, he's 10, a mad sportsman. He's a very good big brother, and he's challenged in that role by a little 4-year-old, Tully. When I was first diagnosed, my brother had died only 6 weeks beforehand, and his cause of death wasn't quite known. The coroner, as a precaution, just mentioned for family members to go to the GP for a general checkup. By coincidence, 2 or 3 days before the appointment, I found a lump, which led to various amounts of testing, and interestingly, I didn't expect for it to be anything untoward. I had a wonderful GP. She was able to explain pretty quickly that it was breast cancer. I had the mastectomy and had already been booked to see the specialist through Genesis Care. I received my treatment at Shenton House in Joondalup, Western Australia for both chemotherapy and radiation. On the first day of chemo, I was also joined up with ECU in the research program, and I thought that'd be a good way to sort of manage some of my extra time. The Edith Cowan exercise unit is the Vario Clinic. It's a small exercise group set aside for people going through chemotherapy and radiation treatment. It was certainly set at a pace that was achievable, but the exercise physiologists were good. They would be there to certainly gently push you along. I had a lot of benefits, I believe, going through exercise. 3 days a week, we would be in the gym for an hour, hour and a half, and you take some comfort from sitting next to someone on an exercise bike, and the radiation nurse will walk around and say, "Oh, it's your turn now." You jump off the bike, go around, get treatment, turn around, come back and get on an exercise bike. So, you see that there's no fear there in what that treatment is about. And, I think almost through treatment I was the fittest I'd been in a number of years. For side effects as well, and you're aware that they are there, but if I had any at all, they were quite mild compared to others. A 15-minute walk brought me back. I had energy, I wasn't feeling unwell. I finished radiation, and about 3 weeks after that I was able to go back to work full time. The cancer diagnosis almost took away my identity. I was a patient, not Kylie. The staff members at Genesis Care certainly took a level of burden away. I found it quite amazing that even though the staff knew who I was and that I was quite familiar with the centre, they always made sure that they walked me to the treatment table. And I don't know they realised what that meant. That's, that you weren't alone. Even though the treatment had to be so secluded, they were always there whenever they needed to be. And, it was a conversation away down the hallway. So it was comforting, and then, the treatment time seemed to go fast for that. There's many fears for me when first diagnosed. I felt my life would go on hold. I felt that it was going to rob me of my identity, and that was important to me. I thought it would be a series of travel, sitting in waiting rooms, long days, great deal of sickness, and the need to have to be isolated from my family. I was fortunate that most of those were dispelled. I felt like I had a plan. I like having a plan to do things, and it was my plan rather than what was to be told to me. My advice to someone who's being diagnosed is it's your treatment. Be involved in it, ask the questions that you need to. I was always supported by not only family but those who were treating me, and I was fortunate they saw me as a person behind that, not just a list of appointments and doses, and don't try and do it alone.